Erica, welcome back to my channel. I know it's been a couple of weeks since I've seen you guys, but that's because some family stuff was going on and I had some unexpected company stay at my house, so I wasn't able to film because things were extra busy. But I'm glad to be back now and things will get back to being more consistent. Today I'm doing my May book haul. I have about 10 books to show you, so let's just jump right into it. First up is The Two Towers by J.R.R. Tolkien. This is the second book in the Lord of the Rings trilogy. In my March and April book haul, I mentioned that I accidentally bought the mass market paperback editions of The Two Towers and The Return of the King, but now I have the trade paperback editions, which I like better. And I also have The Return of the King. This series has been on my TBR a couple of times, but I'm definitely planning on getting to this series in July. Next up, I have The Crown Tower by Michael J. Sullivan. This is the first book in an adult fantasy trilogy. It's actually a spin-off trilogy of the J.R.R. Revelations, but this trilogy is called the J.R.R. Chronicles. This trilogy follows two thieves, but this spin-off trilogy specifically focuses on how these two thieves met and started working together. I also have The Rose and the Thorn, which is the second book in the trilogy, and I also have The Death of Dulgath, which is the third book in this prequel trilogy. I originally purchased this trilogy for my uncle since he's already read the J.R.R. Revelations trilogy, but he wants to read the spin-off trilogy, so that's why I bought these for him. If I personally like the J.R.R. Revelations, I also plan to get to this spin-off trilogy in the future as well. The next book I have here is The Shining by Stephen King. This is an adult horror / post-apocalyptic novel. I don't know much about this book other than this writer is choosing to write in a remote hotel location. This writer in this secluded hotel seems to be having strange things happen to him, and these strange things involve dead kids or kids with strange powers. At the end of last year or the beginning of this year, you might have noticed that I started to haul Stephen King books, and I eventually want to get into reading his books, and The Shining definitely sounded unique and mysterious to me, so hopefully I'll like this book in the future. Next up, I have the first book in the How to Date a Douchebag series, and the first book is called The Studying Hours, and it's by Sara. This is the first book in a new adult romance series, and I've heard great things about this series. I've been told it has a similar writing style to L. Kennedy's Off-Campus series, and I've heard nothing but great things about this series. So hopefully I like this first book. The next book I wanted to mention is Maldeamores by Mara White. This is a contemporary romance standalone, and I just heard about this book a few days ago, which is why I bought it on my Kindle. This book follows the relationship between someone named Luciano and someone named Celine. These two characters are a part of the same family, so this book deals with very dark and taboo topics. I don't read many books about incest, and that's usually a hard limit for me, but I saw this book being featured in one of Jessica from Peace Love Books videos. Some of her favorite authors chose her June TBR. From what I hear about this book, yes, it is dark and taboo, but it's also very emotional, and there's a reason why these two characters are connected to each other, so I'm really intrigued to see how this relationship is handled and how it develops. It sounds very intriguing to me and has left me curious. Next up, I have Somebody Else's Sky by Jessica Hawkins. This is the second book in her Something in the Way series, and it's a new adult romance series. This series follows the romance between Lake and Manning. Manning's a construction worker who's working outside of Lake's house over the summer, but Lake is a 16-year-old and Manning is 23, so there's an age gap between these two characters. Plus, there's a love triangle between Lake, Manning, and Lake's older sister, Tiffany. So there's a lot of angst and up and downs in people's relationships in this series. The next book I want to talk about is Move the Stars by Jessica Hawkins. This is the third book in the Something in the Way series. Things definitely start to develop between Lake and Manning in this book. I'll talk more about this book and this series in general in my wrap-up. The next book I have is Lake and Manning. This is the fourth and final book in the Something in the Way series. I really enjoyed this book, and it was the perfect conclusion to the series. Those are all of the books that I purchased in May. Comment down below and tell me what books you bought this month. I'd love to know. And if you read any of these books, let me know if you liked them or not. I'd like to know that as well. If you want to see more videos from me, I'll put some videos up on the screen in case you guys want to check those out. Also, don't forget to hit that subscribe button if you also want to see more videos from me. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I'll see you in my next one.